right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. This thing was being brought to you by My Computer Career. That's right. If you don't absolutely love what you do, go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation today and become an information technology professional in as little as 4 months. That's mycomputercareer.edu. Eva, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky, and good morning, everyone. Happy Hump Day. That's right. It's Wednesday, and I have a quick look at your headline news. So, for your coronavirus updates, the number of coronavirus cases in the U.S. hit 1,000 a day for the first time since May. Also, President Trump held his first briefing on the pandemic since he stopped them in April. His ratings are down, so his tone was different. Trump admitted that the pandemic will get worse before it gets better. And the latest U.S. number has reported that 3.8 million cases currently exist here in the U.S. Now, in other news, 14 people were injured in a shooting outside of a funeral home in Chicago yesterday. A person of interest was apprehended and is being questioned currently. Also, a Black Lives Matter protest in Portland, Oregon continued to clash with federal troops. So the defense secretary is worried that people are confusing federal agents with military groups. They are not the same thing. All right, that was a quick look at your headline news. Rock T, what you got in sports?
Well, let's talk about the NBA. They reveal Black Lives Matter on the basketball court in Orlando as they prepare to restart the season July the 30th. The players' chairs on the bench will be spaced out 6 feet apart when they're not in the game. And Republican Senator Kelly Loeffler, she's also the co-owner of WNBA franchise Atlanta Dream, is still out there tripping. She fears that the WNBA's public support for the Black Lives Matter movement could drive some fans away. Players have called on the league to force her out as the co-owner of the Atlanta Dream. She said, listen, I ain't going nowhere. I have every right to express my thoughts and my feelings, and that's how I feel. Last but not least, 59 NFL players test positive for COVID-19. The league expects hundreds more. I keep telling y'all there will not be an NFL season this year. That's just my opinion. This thing is not going anywhere anytime soon. There it is right there. That's my sports report for today. Gary, what you got there, player?
All right, y'all. Congratulations goes out to comedian and actress, y'all, Miss Monique Angela Hicks, y'all, professionally known as Monique. Now, Monique, y'all, won a small victory, honey, in her pending lawsuit against streaming giant Netflix, according to Deadline. Now, they're saying, y'all, that the streaming company was trying to get the suit thrown out, but California's Central District Court, y'all, ruled late last week that Monique's discrimination lawsuit against Netflix can move forward, y'all. Now, Judge Andre Biatre stated, y'all, that Monique plausibly alleges that after she spoke out and called her initial offer discriminatory, Netflix retaliated against her by shutting down its standard practices of negotiating in good faith that typically, y'all, results in increased monetary compensation beyond the opening offer and denying her increased compensation as a result. So, y'all, congratulations to Monique. This girl might win this case.
I could not have guessed that was going to happen.
I know, honey. I mean, because, she was saying, hell, I just want to get paid just like everybody else. Just give me what Jerry Seinfeld getting. Give me what all these other comedians getting. Amy Schumer.
Well, see,
and Dave
it wasn't
Chappelle.
just that, Gary. You do remember she wanted us to boycott Netflix, and we had just paid our Netflix subscription. She wanted us to boycott and to no longer watch Netflix. And that's where we couldn't get on board because we like Netflix.
Yeah, but we going to see, honey. They say if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. So, honey, Monique, girl, do what you got to do. And hopefully she called the show, honey, because, honey, Ricky are good friends. So hopefully she called and let us know what's really going on in the later part of this here lawsuit, child. All right, the color today is one of my favorite colors. My color today is magenta. On the high end, you say magenta. And on the low end, you say pinkish purple. That's your color for today. Brad, what's going on with Kanye West?
Kanye West had a visitor, y'all. I'm going to tell you who, and I'm going to tell you all about it in the hot spot. Coming up next on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot
Damn, that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show is about that time. Brett got the hot spot. What up, Brett?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brett Tat, and this is the Hot Spot, where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into this thing. Well, y'all, Kanye West, once again, he took to Twitter to accuse his wife, Kim Kardashian, of attempting to get him committed, and he also took some shots at his mother-in-law, Kris Jenner, which caused many to worry that he may be going through a bipolar episode. You think? On July 21st, comedian Dave Chappelle flew to West's Jackson Hole, Wyoming ranch to check on the rapper. Kanye shared a video of the visit on Twitter where the two and a group of friends posed for a photo. He tweeted, "Thank you, Dave, for hopping on the jet to come see me doing well. Dave, you are a godsend and a true friend. All love." And in the clip, Kanye explained that the world needs some joy, and Chappelle responded, brotherhood is real, love is real. Kanye appeared to be really moved and appreciated the visit from the comedian. He also deleted most of his tweets from Monday night, except the one with the caption that said, "West children will never do Playboy." Okay. All right, y'all. Moving on. Nia Long and Omar Epps there to lead of the new Netflix movie, A Fatal Affair, which has got some good reviews. Nia, also, who served as a producer on the project, recently opened up about the lack of diversity on the set. She said, "In all honesty, I was disappointed that there were maybe 3 people on the crew that were black, but the production company's responsibility, that's theirs and not the network. By the time I arrived, they were a happy family that had done several films together." She said, "This isn't about Fatal Affair. This is about the system, and it's a systematic issue in Hollywood that has yet to be addressed in a fair way." She said that she shared the movie provided with an opportunity that she connected her friend and writer Rashida Garner, who was brought in to give the script a boost. "And I understand and respect our director as a white man, but he wanted to respect my voice, and I appreciate that. And that's why he hired Rashida. So although it may give her an opportunity, I want more. I want more for her. I want more for myself. I want more for black female writers and directors in this business to not be used to fixing something, but to be used to tell our stories in a really authentic way." That is awesome. All right, y'all, moving on. Nick Cannon is determined not to be canceled and has shared a teaser clip of an upcoming episode on his podcast where he's seen chopping it up with Rabbi. He said, "I made a lot of people mad." He said, "I made your community mad, and then I made my community mad by apologizing." Rabbi Abraham Cooper then says, "The question in my community is he sincere?" And that's regarding Nick's apology. And he said, "At this point, yes." Cannon replied and said, "I don't have hatred for any group of people, but especially Jewish people, because I feel like there's a connection." All right, y'all, that's going to wrap up the hot spot for right now. To get caught up on those stories and more, you can go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com. Coming up next, we got Rock T's HBCU. And in the meantime, in between time, hit us up for them wake-up calls, y'all. That's 1-866-9-RICKY, 1-866-9-RICKEY. The time now is 28 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
What's up? Get it up! Get out of bed!
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Now you know. Hey, no. Hey, no.
And if you don't know, now you know.
HBCU,
Let's ride, baby. It's about that time. HBCU, Rock Teasy up in the building, man. You can't go further before recognizing and putting the spotlight on our heroes and sheroes that attended or currently attend our historically black colleges and universities. Yes, we going down to Baltimore, Maryland, home of the Morgan State University, established in 1867, home of the blue and orange Bears and Lady Bears. Shout out to the magnificent marching machine marching band. Let's talk about one of y'all's former graduates. None other than entrepreneur, publisher, businessman, philanthropist, and advocate of African-American businesses. I'm talking about Mr. Earl G. Graves Sr., founder of Black Enterprise Magazine, which covers African-American businesses with a readership of nearly 4 million readers. Oh, let me take a few minutes to go down just a snippet of his resume. Director for Aetna Healthcare Insurance. Executive board member of the Boy Scouts of America. CEO of the Pepsi-Cola bottling franchise in Washington, D.C. Named one of the 50 most powerful and influential African Americans in corporate America by Fortune magazine. And oh, by the way, he's a proud member and brother of Omega Psi Phi fraternity. rolling with the Q's. If you didn't know, now you know. If you want me to highlight your favorite HBCU, hit me up on my social media platforms at Rock T Holla. Let's get it.
HBCU, go! Proud member of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated, Rudy Roo. I thought you weren't going to get to that point. I was saying, come on now, you better cut up. I kept saying Roo.
Come on, dog.
I kept saying Roo.
You got to say the best for last, dog. Come on, man.
Gotta say it.
Ain't no games.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. 14 minutes before the top of the hour, y'all. We got Dr. MJ Collier on with us this morning with our COVID-19 updates. Dr. Collier, good morning.
Good morning, Rickey Smiley and all of the Rickey Smiley Morning Show listeners. We're here with your coronavirus update today. And let me tell you, Rickey, the numbers continue to climb. We are now approaching 4 million cases. We had 63,500 cases yesterday and over 1,000 deaths. And that was the first time in July that we have met that number. But remember, we were talking about that the death rate was lagging behind the number of cases. And now we're getting to see where when those cases increased 2 to 3 weeks ago, the death rate is now catching up. So the CDC issued new guidelines as to how people should conduct themselves. A lot of people are getting tested now, and they need to know. Before, the guidelines were that before you could return to work, if you had a positive test, you had to self-isolate for 14 days, and that you also had to have 2 negative tests within 24 hours. So the problem was, one, a lot of people couldn't get the third test once they had tested negative because hospitals and testing sites were just overwhelmed and they didn't want to waste a test on somebody who was already negative. So they stopped doing that. So the new guidelines that were issued by the CDC state that if you test positive, you should isolate for 10 days. From day one being the day that you tested positive for the coronavirus. So I'm running into that now, and when doing testing in my office, and I did a mass screening event yesterday, and I had to give instructions now. Okay, you tested today. You're isolating for 10 days if you have a known exposure. If not, we'll wait until we get your test results and then see, and then you'll isolate for 10 days after that. Now, if that's for people that are just being screened or asymptomatic persons, if a person is symptomatic, now we want them to isolate for 10 days, but also no longer 24 hours after that fever breaks. So if you have a fever, you still have to wait until you're at least 24 full hours with no fever, and that's no fever without medication. So no Tylenol, no Motrin, no Advil, no Aleve, to make sure that your fever has broken, and then you are clear to return to your workspace. So a lot of workplaces now are requiring documentation of a negative test, and also that they're asking me to clear people to return to work. And I'm only clearing people if they meet that criteria now. So it's a complicated situation. A lot of people at my mass screening event yesterday were symptomatic, and I had to explain to my staff because they were going into treatment mode. And I was saying, no, we're not treating anybody. We're only screening at this event. We treat people when we screen them at the office, which is why I prefer that they come to the office versus just being screened in the community. So that's where we are, Rickey, today. And your president said yesterday, finally, that it's going to get worse before it gets better. He did actively endorse isolation. He did actively endorse wearing masks and all of the things that everybody, including Dr. Fauci and his own coronavirus commission, have recommended. He's on board now, and I'm hoping that gets a lot of people in the United States active now and actively wearing their masks, because that's what it's going to take.
Hey, Dr. Collier, do you ever wear those masks that's kind of like an astronaut helmet with a little vacuum thing in the back? No, I'm serious.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, those are negative pressure. Those are negative pressure masks. No, those are usually used for high concentration areas like hospitals and intensive care units. No, what I do when I'm testing people and when I'm with a defined positive patient is I have my N95 mask on, I have my goggles, and I have a face shield. So those three things. Sometimes I wear a gown. It depends. But normally I'm not worried about necessarily my clothes getting contaminated as long as I have on gloves and I'm washing my hands. And I will remove my white lab coat or the paper gown covering the isolation gown if I'm wearing one in the appropriate manner so that I don't contaminate myself. But the main things are protecting the eyes and the face and the nose.
Have you seen those brand new electronic masks? Like they clear, but they kind of electronic. You know anything about those?
I have seen those, and there's thought that the electric charge kills the virus. And there are also some that have clear mouthpieces so that and this is important, Ricky, because let's say you have a person that needs to read lips, they're deaf, and they can't see your mouth, or people just want people to see that their emotional expression, their body language, that they're smiling. So they have masks that have they're clear, but they still protect and cover your lips. But you can see the person's lips, and you can see their facial impressions and appreciate those. So, yes, I have seen those, and those are, they're as protected as a cloth mask up there. Not necessarily sure about the electronic mask. They're not sure about the copper-infused mask being better than the regular facial coverings. But, again, as long as you cover your nose and your mouth and your eyes, you should be protected.
All right, y'all, ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Dr. M.J. Collier, going to throw that disclaimer in there.
Okay, very good. These are the opinions of Dr. M.J. Collier, not those of the Rickey Smiley Morning Show or its radio affiliates. I will be doing Facebook Live, Ask Dr. M.J. Call in and ask your healthcare questions. Go to Ask Dr. M.J. Facebook Live tonight, 7 p.m.
Hold it. Half man, half woman.
It's Gary. I want to hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It is 4 minutes after the hour. Gary has the tea and the clue of the day. What up, Gary? Brought to you by...
No election or issue is too small if it impacts our community. Don't sit on the sidelines this year. Be empowered and get involved. Log on to newsone.com/vote and register to vote. Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Wednesday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Real Housewives of Atlanta 13, y'all. They are taping Real Housewives of Atlanta season 13 right now as we speak. And a lot of people are talking about, y'all, well, who's going to be the new peach holders since Eva left, y'all? Where it's being reported, y'all, that they need 2 peaches to be 1 peach. Because they got 2 new girls allegedly that's going to be holding the peach of one person with Eva held. Now, it's being reported, y'all, that Drew Sidora and LaToya Ali, y'all, are reported to join the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, Drew, she's a well-known actress. She's been in a lot of movies and did a lot of things. She played in that TLC movie, if I'm not mistaken, right, Eva, y'all? And she did a lot.
She was on The Game. She's been in a lot of movies. I played a sister with her in a movie. Drew's been acting for 15, 20 years.
And she was recently on the Set It Off Play with Me.
Oh, yes, she was on Brad.
Oh, so she played with both of y'all then. Look at
Wait a minute,
sweetheart. Drew Sidora.
Okay.
She reminds
she
you, Ricky,
T-Boz
of Megan
in the
Good.
TLC movie.
Right.
She's an aspiring actress.
She was in White Chicks, wasn't she? As the friend.
She was in White Chicks.
Well, look at her. Where now she's going to be on Real Housewives of Atlanta. And LaToya Ali, now she's from Canada, if I'm not mistaken, and she's a YouTube blogger. So, she's married. She's going through a turbulent divorce. She has kids and stuff, and, they're saying she and her husband right now, they're going to try to work out how they're going to do this filming with her. Either they're going to have the kids on the show or they're not going to have the kids on the show, because most of the time, y'all don't put the kids on the show, right, Eva?
Well, we do. We just try not to overdo it because kids are off limits. But, to show a housewife, you got to show your family. So her kids will, if she does it, she'll definitely have to show some of them. And she's a new mom. She has a few kids, but she also is a new mom. So she has a new baby also.
Yeah, so they're going to have these 2 young ladies on the show, but it's being reported that the executive producers of Real Housewives say they are tired of these old women, so they're trying to put a younger crew in. So they're trying to bring younger housewives in.
Gary.
And so congratulations to them. Hopefully they make it, but I'm looking at both of them. They don't know if they're going to make it.
They're both super sweet girls, but they're both very strong women. Yeah. So you would be
Drew
surprised.
Drew don't take no mess, so you'd be
she
surprised.
Don't, Brad.
It's going to be good. Drew's good. She from Chicago now.
Well, honey. But anyway, so we hope we're gonna see how this all turn out, honey. Because like I said, a younger cast. I can't see young women being housewives, child. They don't really know how to be a housewife. All they want to do is shop, honey, and get new purses and things. But we'll see how that turn out, child. No. So congratulations to these 2 young ladies. All right, moving on. Another celebrity news, y'all. Everybody's talking about T.I. and Raven T.I. and his beautiful wife Tiny. How much he loves her. Did y'all see that? What would you call it? It's not a wild goose chase, but it was. He put her on a when you go on a scavenger hunt. Baby, he put this girl on a scavenger hunt, and honey, for her birthday, and come to find out, he bought her a beautiful lipstick red convertible Bentley, honey. Oh my God, everybody's raving about that Bentley. They said he brought her the real expensive one, but they were saying how real nice it is, and I saw pictures of it. He has this nice white a Bentley, not Bentley. What's the other car? It's not a Bentley, but it's a
Rolls Royce.
Rolls Royce, yeah, on the side of it, honey. Yeah, it looked amazing. I'm like, that is so nice. I thought she had one already, but she got another
I'm
one.
sure she did. They got every kind of good car.
I thought so. So I'm like, well, congratulations to T.I. and Tiny. That's what love is really about. When you treat your woman, even though people are out there saying all kind of things and stuff and whatever, but he loves his woman and he put it out there publicly to let us know. And he said that's what hard work is about. And I mean, he definitely worked hard to get her the things that she has.
I'm looking for a little Toyota Camry for $2,500.
And Ricky, why is that your magic number for a car?
Yeah, that's what I'm spending. $2,500. We're just trying to get from point A to point B. Ain't nobody got no money like that, spending all that money on a damn car.
Well, I mean,
well, they do. Obviously, they got it. And it ain't tricking if you got it.
That's right, Brad.
We ain't able.
Well, just stay in your lane, and that's good. Get you a $2,500 thing, honey. Yep.
That's what your grandma said. We ain't able right now.
That's right, honey. All right, the color today is one of my favorite colors. My color today is magenta. On the high end, you say magenta, and on the lunch, you say beautiful purplish pink. That's your color for today.
Man, I was about to buy a Mercedes C-Class, man. I went to test drive and I had Special K in the car. Man, he talked about me so bad, I took it back. So, man, I ain't gonna even be able to
You
do
are
it, man.
too big for a C-Class, Rick. You're so tall.
I mean, the thing, it was on sale. It was on sale.
One Special K with you?
Yeah, he talked
Did he
about
reach
it so
over
bad.
into the glove box?
No, Ricky was driving. Or trying to drive like he was
Ricky,
driving a
did you
go-kart.
reach over?
No, he talked about me so bad, man. I was like, I had to take it back to the damn car dealer. Yeah. The video is out there. Go ahead and post the video. Yeah, it's crazy. All right, y'all give it up for Gary with the T. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It is time for the wake-up calls. Get at me, 8669 Ricky. Come on. Hey.
I'm on my way to work, but I want to tell my beautiful wife, Sierra, of 2 years, hey, wake up, get out of bed, let's go get this money.
Good morning. This is Dion Tijani. I'm calling to wake up everybody at the Texas Logistics Center in Baytown, Texas. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Hey, what's up, Raleigh, North Carolina? This is Sherrod Rogers. I'm asking everybody to wake up, and also all my kinfolks in Memphis, Tennessee. Wake up, wake up, wake up. And shout out to Eva. You bad and bougie, girl.
This is Deborah Curry from Tyler, Texas, wanting to wake up my grandson, Jamarian. Wake up, wake up, wake up. I love you, Ricky.
If you listening on your radio,
come on.
The city's tuned in, lock in. What's yours? Cause we gon' let them know. Where you at, Portland? Wake up. Come on. In Charlotte, wake up. In Raleigh, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Come on, Baltimore, wake up. In Nashville, wake up. Indianapolis, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 23 minutes after the hour, y'all. This service being brought to you by National Vision. That's right, Wake Up Calls being brought to you by America's Best. Your health is our priority. America's Best. Contacts and eyeglasses stores are now open to safely serve your vision needs. It's not just a better deal, it's America's Best. 23 minutes after the hour, y'all. I got church in 60 seconds with Pastor Fran coming up. You don't want to miss it. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, chicken and mama mix going down. John Lion on the ones and twos, man. Hey, it is Wednesday. What up, John Lion?
Oh, man, yo, that was just the Hump Day mix, man. You know what I mean? Just bringing up vibe, of course. Yo, make sure I hit me up on my Instagram at JAH Lion Zone.
Hey, John.
Yeah, Ricky.
Remember how pleasant everybody was when somebody sneezed? My niece just put on Facebook, sneezes went from bless you to all right now.
Yo, I be paranoid, man. They be coughing on the plane and stuff. Yo, paranoid, yo.
Man, that had me crying this morning. That's my niece, Mo Frazier, on Facebook. Hey, appreciate that, John Lion.
Yeah, Mama, that's American.
Yes, sir. Black Tony, what's up?
Yo, what's up, cuz? I'm glad you're so happy this morning. You and your best friend, or John Lion. I'm glad y'all so happy this morning.
John Lion do a good mix every morning. He's an HBCU graduate, Savannah State University. Come to work every single day. And he do mix from wherever he travel. He always send his mixes in. And then call in to promote his mix. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You call in sick every day.
Your best friend, son. I'm glad you have with your best friend who you love.
Because he come to work. He take care of business.
Get him out here prop. Don't never give me no prop. That's why you finna get this lawsuit on you, son. I hate to do it to you, boy. I'm finna put this lawsuit on you. I hate to do it to you, boy, but
You finna sue me or sue the morning show?
The whole everybody shouted, the whole everybody, boy. Everybody, all of y'all. Cause y'all
how can you sue us and you call in sick every day?
Cause I talked to my lawyer yesterday. He said, y'all done messed up my professional reputation. Cause I was trying to get me another job with another radio show. And y'all done messed up my professional reputation. Telling folks I don't come to work. And y'all got everybody thinking I'm sorry and I'm lazy and I don't come to work. Because you keep talking about it every day. You keep talking about it every day. I was trying to get a job with Ryan Seacrest.
Get a job with Ryan Seacrest.
Yo, I was trying to get a job on real radio. What?
On real radio? So our radio show ain't real? Wait a minute, hold on. You throwing shade? Our radio show ain't real?
Nah, y'all bootleg. I'm trying to get a job with the white folk. Well, there was Ryan Seacrest no.
Why you think Ryan Seacrest show real and our show not real?
Cause they were looking at my application, then they did a background check and they said no, he don't come to work here. He don't never come to work. So you done messed up my whole future. You done blown my whole future.
Can I ask you one question, Blitz, on it?
Also, I ain't quiet.
I'll change it. I'll call him back and change it. But I just need you to answer one question. And then if you can answer this question, I'll call and change. When the last time you came to work?
It was. That's not the point. That's not even the point.
I'll make it easy for you. Name the year. Name the year the last time you came to work.
He said year.
2016.
Rickey Smiley morning show, baby.
Hold it.
Half man, half woman.
It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, Rickey Smiley morning show. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Wednesday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. She announced it on her Instagram, y'all. I'm excited and the world is excited. Wendy Williams announced on her Instagram, y'all, that her talk show will be returning September the 21st, y'all. September the 21st. Now, a lot of people saying, well, how's she going to do that? But, honey, they said her executive producer and all the people honey, working it out, where they're going to be, the audience members are going to definitely be there, and they're going to have all type of protection and stuff or whatever, but she's going to still have the purple chair, and she's going to do her show, she said, because she is definitely ready to come back. She said she really missed her show and stuff, and she said, although, she's been suffering from grave disease and what have you, so she said she's ready to get back to work. And I'm ready for her to come back to work, which we talked about this, the other day and stuff or whatever. But don't y'all think that's a great thing? Because it's time for these shows to get back. It's time for, people to get back to hopefully to a little bit of normalcy, what we were going through, before all this here happened and what have you. So congratulations to Wendy. She said she's excited, y'all. She was excited right in the announcement, y'all. So kudos out to Wendy,
I miss her. I'm tired of watching the holiday special rerun. So I just saw a Christmas special the other day. Yeah. I'm ready for her to come back.
Yeah, we miss her show.
Yes, we do. I'm sick of seeing you being on here. You was on Wednesday the other day, then you was on the Real last week. I'm like, well, okay, it's either here or what.
Well, we did hiatus shooting, so I did a couple of weeks worth of episodes so that they could air during their hiatus.
What else you been watching good, Gary?
That's all, baby. That's all
you seem like you can tell us what to watch.
Yeah, honey. Just get your TV guide, honey, and just read through it, baby. You can watch it all. Honey.
No one has a TV guide, Gary.
What's this, 1976?
They stopped making TV guides with a phone book.
Oh. The book. Well, watch Rickey Smiley for real, honey. You can watch that. They gonna play that one back one day soon.
Right.
Because they through giving them their residual shot, so they go ahead and play.
I'm talking about ain't nothing coming in.
I'm sorry.
Nothing.
All right, y'all. Moving on. In other celebrity news, y'all. Everybody's congratulating Tamela Mann. Have y'all seen her lately? Tamela Mann?
She looked good.
Oh, my God. And this rumor is alleged that she may have lost, 300 pounds or whatever, but she is looking so amazing, honey. Nice. She's sharing her throwback pictures. She said that, honey, it's been a journey, and she feels good, and she is looking amazing, honey. And also who's looking amazing, y'all, is Beyonce's stepdaddy, y'all, Richard Lawson, honey. He lost a whole lot of weight, too.
Yeah.
I don't know if Miss Tina told him he had to lose some weight, honey, because he wasn't looking like Richard. Not Richard. Honey,
no, he said he was eating too much during the quarantine, and he looked in the mirror and did not recognize himself.
Yeah, well, he was weighing up to 270 pounds, honey. Messina said she can't have all that weight, honey. No, ma'am, honey. Now that she's still traveling and doing all these wonderful things in the world, honey, you got to look the part, honey. Because Matthew looked the part when he was with her. So, nevertheless, Richard, do what you got to do, honey. So, we're going to keep all of them lifted up. All right.
Matthew, guys.
Well, I mean, you know, if you leave one person, the other person got to look a little bit better, honey, so you can have somebody to show off or whatever. You never seen a man leave a beautiful, flawless wife, honey, to get one less flawless.
Yes, we have. What's your color?
Okay, I didn't want to say that. But anyway, child, since you said it, the color today, honey, is magenta. On the high end, you say magenta, and on the low end, you say beautiful purplish pink. That's your color for today.
All right, y'all give it up for Gary with the T.
It's the front page news.
It's what's trending now.
All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 12 minutes after the hour, y'all. Hey, everybody's life has changed, and it seems like whatever it has changed to is probably going to be like that for a while because the coronavirus pandemic has made everybody rethink about a lot of stuff. Now, your family, your job, your life, and what we want to know is how have you reinvented yourself or business during COVID-19? So, some people started working out, some been cooking and eating healthier. Some people have started their own business or changed jobs. A whole bunch of black women have been making backyard she sheds.
I remember that on that commercial, Ricky. Remember she burned her she shed or something like that? That was the first time I ever heard that. But I guess it's becoming a trend now. What you been doing, Ricky? I've been eating and cooking and cleaning, and it's just like you notice all kinds of stuff around your house that needed to get done, and you just do it yourself. You might clean the corners of the wall, the baseboards. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, I think I started out with just kind of getting organized, and then they moved us. Keep it real. They kindly moved us out of the office where we do the radio show in Atlanta. On the 6th floor, so. That whole area is empty. Just so I know y'all go down there, y'all freak out. All that's gone.
Oh,
for real?
Oh yeah, they told me the exit stage left off that 6th floor. I had to get all that stuff out of there. But I was cool because
where
I was able to.
Where all the stuff at?
Well, I took some of the furniture and fixed up my nephew's office. He's the running back coach at Clay Chalkville. Terrell, my
ice
nephew,
machine
T. West.
in there, bro. My ice machine.
Oh, I got you. It's in storage. I got it. I'll make sure. Talk about the blue one.
Yes.
Yeah, I better put that in my kitchen, maybe.
Bro, that's a $2,000 ice machine. Don't do me like that.
You didn't act like it was $2,000 when COVID came.
Yes, I did.
Take it with you.
What did you tell me we wasn't gonna never be able to come back? You shut up, Gary. Because all you left was a dent in the couch that you laid on every day and didn't work.
Yes, right,
ma'am,
okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Hey, Roxy, what was the change for you at Special K?
Man, I think I've always been an active person as far as working out, exercising, but I think I took it to a whole nother level during this COVID-19 because my home gym
already strong.
Yeah, man, but it's like it's become a passion now. I feel like I'm back in college or something. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And so just exercising more, challenging myself to be a little bit more healthier as well. So that was one. And one thing that me and Crystal, we do a lot of, y'all already know we do a lot of stuff together. But the exercising, we challenge each other. So every day it's like a new challenge or whatever. So overall, man, just becoming more healthier.
Tell Crystal I just need her to work out so she can get her body to fit her head, because it's still the head is still bigger than.
She do got that whopper head, dog.
Yes, sir. And tell her I said, yeah, that's what me and Roxy's wife don't get along at all. But she be coming on my Facebook page, calling me ugly. She be mean. We have a hateful relationship. What she said.
And guess what today is? Today is her birthday, dog. Happy birthday to my baby.
Oh,
happy birthday to my Crystal.
Today Crystal's birthday.
Oh,
yeah, man. Hey, Crystal, I want you to wait. Wait at the front door, Crystal. I know you listening, and I'm going to send you something, but I just need you to stand outside and wait for it.
Don't do it.
All right, now. Rock, you need to go do a TI.
No, we go at it. Special K, what about you?
Boy, I'm just the opposite of Rock T. I ain't did nothing. I'm sitting around here looking like a little Bruce. I swear to God, me and Bruce. I ain't did not damn push up, pull up, sit up, crunch. Man, I've been sitting around here just lazy. Done got fat.
Man, when I tell you I laid on the screen in porch. I laid on that porch like Hopper when he was on that swing swatting those flies when he was a little boy. When they was waiting on, when Celie had, I think Suge Avery was getting ready to, was running up on the porch to save Muslim when Celie was up there in the shade.
She's about to shave him, yeah.
Yeah, she was about to shave him, and that music started playing. Oh, y'all remember that scene when Hopper was laying over there on that swing? He was getting. That's how I laid on the porch. I just laid on the porch yesterday. I haven't been exercising, but I do swim every day. I will swim every day. I swim every day of my life. I have to dive, and I'm talking about dive, backwards flips, front flips, all this stuff. What about you, Eva?
I've been gardening, actually. I usually don't have enough time to tend to a garden and make sure that my flowers work, but I started some sunflower seeds, some sunflowers about a month or two ago. And
I saw the sunflowers.
They are
Beautiful.
5 to 6 feet tall now. So I've grown a green thumb, and my husband and I spend our quality time in the garden.
You ain't grow no weed.
Well, you know what? The way the sunflowers are growing, they grow so fast. I think I know the miracle grow to make
dance around that dog.
And y'all let me know how COVID-19 has changed your whole life. Call me right now. The phone lines are wide open. 866-9-RICKY, 866-9-RICKEY. Call me now. Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, our favorite grandmama, Miss Bernice Jenkins, has arrived.
Nobody but you, Lord. Nobody but you. Hold my hand, Lord. Hold my hand while I'm on this Christian journey. I want Jesus to walk with me. Open my mail, Lord. Open my mail. Open my mail, Lord. Open my mail. I want Jesus to walk with me. Good morning, Janie.
Good morning.
Hear our church announcement this morning. Govern yourself.
Accordingly.
Govern yourself.
Accordingly.
Now, the pastor is looking for any members with crackheads in the family that can go over to the church and cut the grass for $10. And he said the building fund is real low since the coronavirus came and they cannot afford a real landscaper. If there's anybody out there that want to rock right now, you need to call the pastor's study.
I want to rock right now.
I want to rock right now. The senior league basketball team has canceled the 2020 season. It won't be no 2020. The whole team was from age 86 to 97 years old. And they tried to have their first practice last Saturday, but they had to practice outside. But it was so hot, the whole team and both coaches had fell out and died. So all of them passed away at basketball practice. All of them died. Right during the warm-ups, Janie. They didn't even start scrimmaging right during the warm-ups. Started out with Deacon Johnson. He passed away, and they started dropping back-to-back. So they're going to do all the services together and bury them in their basketball uniforms. They're going to have the funeral at the YMCA gym. so they can do social distancing.
No, you're not.
And we're going to do like an obituary newspaper, put everybody obituaries into one to save money.
Okay.
Yeah. Congratulations and condolences to brother Jimmy Boswell. You know Jimmy Boswell, Janie?
Yeah.
He graduated from Greenwood Mortuary School on Monday afternoon, and then tragically was hit by a Greyhound bus Tuesday morning.
Oh, Lord.
Now the good news is that the school is going to fix him up for free and let the family have one of the caskets that he was using to practice in for half price. So that's the good news.
Oh, that's nice.
They're gonna fix him up. And make sure y'all keep Brother Boswell family in prayer. And keep Miss Edna Sanders in prayer. They church started, and you know she leads our choir during Women's Day. She comes over from Mount Moriah, and her mind is going bad. And she wore a candy necklace by mistake, and she started sweating in church. And the ants got a hold of her, and she was attacked by bumblebees. And they thought she was bleeding because one of the nurses got scared and threw a bottle of mercurochrome on her, and they thought it was shooting. So keep everybody lifted up in prayer. And that concludes our church announcements. I'll talk to you tomorrow, Regina. All right. Y'all have a nice day.
Oh, yeah.
I can't get it.
Right there. That's the best part of that song.
Boy, that song gonna be in your head all day.
And this week, it's the Blonde Hair, Blue-Eyed Soul edition.
And it goes a little something like this.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, boy, I got one for you, man. Hey, listen, turn your radios all the way up, man. Boy, what do you know about Daryl Hall and John Oates, man? Man, listen here, 1982. Shout out to the Hayes Pacesetters, man. That remind me when Buck Johnson won that state basketball championship. We were driving down to Tuscaloosa. What? I can't go for that, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Let's go. Hey, man. Hey, Rock.
Yeah, Mike. Oh, yeah.
I think I was in this lady name is Avery class, man. But I want to give a big shout out, man, to Alfonso Buck Johnson. Every time I hear the song, I think about him, man. He was a basketball player that came out of Birmingham, that played for Alabama. Then he went to the Houston Rockets. Played for the Houston Rockets, man, for a while. But, man, him and Floyd Calhoun and Derek Cooley and some of those guys, man, they was on this basketball team, lived in the project, and they would win the state championship. I know they won it 81 and 82. The Hayes Pacesetters high school my parents graduated from. So I do want to shout them out this morning. But every time that song was out then, and I just remember being squeezed up in the car, my boy Fred and his mama would drive to Tuscaloosa, going to the state the state basketball championship with our orange and blue on. Hayes, get ready to roll. Hayes, get ready to roll. So that just brings back a memory. What does that remind y'all of?
Man, that whole era, just that 80s soft rock is one of the best music eras of all time, in my opinion. That and 90s New Jack Swing, man. I mean,
yeah, that's when MTV played music, Ricky. They played videos. Sir. You know, it wasn't just TV shows; it was music, and you could catch it on there. and Hall and Oates.
Yeah,
I was shocked when I heard their voices. You know what I'm saying? Hall and Oates, they was playing this on like the urban stations. You know what I'm saying? Because it was soulful. So I didn't realize that they was white till I seen MTV, and one had blonde hair, and one was a little Spanish man with big black hair.
yeah.
They was the original Blue-Eyed Soul Brothers.
The original, yes. They was jamming them.
Take us back, Special K.
Man, this take me back to let me see. When my mama first got a car when I was in 9th grade, she got a Cutlass Supreme. And
Wow.
I thought we was rich because, we was in apartments and she got a company car. It was beautiful.
It takes me back to high school, honey. When the girls used to be at the cafeteria table, because the song was almost like a slogan when the girl used to say, "Baby, I can't go for that." That's what the girls used to tell the boys back in the day, honey.
That's when y'all first started coming out. Y'all first started coming out.
Yes, we were bloomers. Yes, honey.
So what y'all do? So when the song come on, what y'all did a split?
No, they was split back then. That's these other girls, these younger girls.
Y'all deaf dropping now.
Mm-hmm.
And that was before Vogue come out. Y'all just spin on that. What y'all do?
Well, we didn't have no certain doggone dance, honey. We was trying to be lazy, honey. The girls was trying to be grand in class. Ain't nobody was doing all that mess back then. That's these young girls now, honey. With all that ghetto-ness, honey.
But that was back then. That was back before when people, people just didn't know they was chasing y'all home back then.
Calling them sissies. You sissy. That's what it was.
And they'll chase y'all home, Gary.
You to chase them. This aren't you yet. I used to get chased home. Yes, honey. They used to chase y'all.
That's how you learn how to run, Gary.
That's how you learn how to run, baby. Because, baby, you didn't have track back then, honey. I wasn't in track.
And then you got all your books up on your chest because, y'all don't hold them down like the dudes. Y'all got your book, but you run fast as hell.
That's right, honey.
Y'all done made some good ass running backs and wide receivers. Some of y'all should have played in the NFL. Hell, going down that sideline with them damn toes pointed, them lips pointed out like you smell fresh baked cookies. I can see it now. All right, y'all. I got more.
Holding them books on their chest. They hauling butts, boy.
Oh, you can't catch them. You can't catch them, boy, with them tight Gloria Vanderbilt jeans on. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
Short ass.
All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. 9 minutes after the hour. Eva, what you got?
Well, I've got Bump Day. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. She's the author of the longest running book ever on the New York Times bestseller list with What to Expect When Expecting. The one and only Heidi Murkoff. Good morning and welcome to the show, Heidi.
Good morning. Thank you. I'm so excited.
Good morning.
Hump Day.
So today is Hump Day, which is Wednesday, but it is also the 6th annual National Bump Day, which is a celebration of motherhood around the world, whether you're currently pregnant or already carried. We celebrate you today. So Heidi, tell us about Bump Day.
Well, Bump Day is, and I feel like it's Christmas morning because I get to open up all the bumps from around the world that are going to be posted today. It's a day to celebrate beautiful bumps and healthy pregnancies, but it's also a day to raise awareness about really the urgent need for better health care for moms in the U.S., especially for Black moms. Because we don't do a really good job in the U.S. of taking care of our moms. So we're showing solidarity for our sisters. I mean, I always call motherhood the ultimate sisterhood because I think we share that bond. No matter where we live in the world, we all want what's best for our baby, and we all want a healthy pregnancy and a safe birth and a healthy future, right?
Absolutely. But can you explain this alarming statistic? Because I think a lot of people are completely clueless. Why are Black women 3 to 4 times more likely to die from pregnancy-related complications than white women?
And it's not like we're doing a great job with white women either, because as a nation, we have the highest maternal mortality among developed nations, and we're the only country where the maternal mortality is rising instead of falling, which is just crazy. But especially with Black moms, 3 to 4 times more likely.
But why?
And I think it's a combination of factors. And one of those factors is that, regardless, even when you factor out education, socioeconomic status, but zip code plays a definite role. But you also see that Black moms don't get the kind of respectful care that white moms do, that when a Black mom comes in and tells her doctor something hurts, I have this swelling, and they are dismissed. And unfortunately, that can lead to complications that go undiagnosed and not treated.
Wow.
Well, what are some other ways that women can increase their safety during pregnancy?
Well, definitely getting good care. And we don't do a good job with care because we don't have universal health care for moms. We have, the ACA brought us some improvements, whereas it used to be if you got pregnant, it was considered a pre-existing condition, so you couldn't get insurance coverage. The ACA also expanded Medicaid. So the problem is in a lot of the states, all of the states with the really worst outcomes, especially for black moms, Alabama, Arkansas, Georgia, Kentucky, Louisiana, Mississippi, Oklahoma, Tennessee, Texas, those are states where Medicaid was not expanded. And the other thing is, you know how complications can happen anytime after a delivery? They don't just necessarily happen at delivery. So these moms who don't have Medicaid expansion, as soon as the baby's delivered, they in 2 months they have no more insurance.
Wow.
So without that insurance, you don't go to the doctor when you have a complication, and bad things can happen. So I think it's a combination. But when moms, black moms speak up, doctors have to listen, right?
Well, that's what's so awesome about your book, What to Expect When You're Expecting, because, as a first-time mom, and even sometimes second or third time around, you have symptoms and things that are going on, and you just don't know the answer, and you try to Google stuff. So when you read your book, What to Expect When Expecting, you get a lot of ease as a mom to know that you're not in it alone and you're not going crazy.
Oh, exactly. Because you have these random symptoms, you're like, oh, whoa, that can't be normal, right? Right. And that's what it's all about, knowing it doesn't necessarily make the symptom go away, though I try my hardest to make your symptoms go away in every case possible. But it makes you know that you're not alone, exactly what you said, and that we're all in this together.
So for anyone that does not, go ahead, Brett. Go ahead,
I was going to say, well, today as we show solidarity for all mothers on Bump Day 2020, you're asking women to share pictures of current or past bumps, right?
That's right. So I'm going to dust off my really old Polaroids and I'm going to post them. But past or present, and not even if you have a bump you love, like your sister's bump, your mom's bump, your best friend's bump, your partner's bump. So it doesn't, and there's no pressure to run out and get pregnant today just because it's bump day. So you're welcome to, but you probably won't have a bump within the next 24 hours.
But I can show Gary's bump.
Absolutely. We take dad bumps. We take, dads do occasionally gain a few pounds during pregnancy, so we definitely take dad bumps.
Gary said, wait a minute.
All right, so listen. Hey, how can people follow you and what to expect? Give us all of your social media information where people can follow you.
Yes. Well, when you post your bumps today, you should tag at What to Expect. You can tag me at Heidi Murkoff on all my social media. That's where you go. And also, we have the What to Expect app, so you can read the book. You have the app, and you're all set.
All right, we are so excited to have you. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Y'all, please give it up for What to Expect When You're Expecting, one and only author, Heidi Murkoff. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, y'all, coming up, man. Front page. Front page up next.
News headlines.
Entertainment. Sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. The segment is being brought to you by Toyota Highlander. Don't go all out with the all-new Toyota Highlander, featuring an all-new premium interior and available JBL audio system. Toyota, let's go places. All right, got your front page right here. Eva, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everyone, and happy Wash Up Wednesday. Here's a quick look at your front page news. So the coronavirus deaths in the U.S. are skyrocketing. More than 1,000 Americans died from the coronavirus just yesterday. That's the highest daily total number since May. Also, President Trump held his first briefing for the pandemic since he stopped them in April. Now, this time, Trump said, and I quote, "It will probably, unfortunately, get worse before it it gets better, end quote. Also, the latest numbers show that more than 3.8 million COVID-19 cases are right here in the U.S. And the CDC said that number could actually be anywhere from 2 to 13 times higher than the official count. In other news, after a full day of negotiations, the White House and the Senate Republicans are no closer to an agreement on the next stimulus bill. And very sadly, 14 people were shot last night near a funeral home in Chicago, one of the cities where Trump has said that he wants to send federal agents to help get them under control and to control the violence. And last, fellas, you might want to run out for a new suit for 2021. You might not wear it this year, but Men's Warehouse and Joe's A Bank are announcing that they are closing hundreds of stores. So there are a lot of sales going on right now. That was a quick look at your headline news. Rock T, what you got in sports?
What's up there, Eva? Well, the NBA revealed the Black Lives Matter on all the basketball courts in Orlando, which is actually the main game court, as they get ready to prepare to restart the NBA season July 30th. That's a phenomenal look. The players' chairs on the bench will be spaced out 6 feet apart, social distancing when they're not in the game. Republican Senator Kelly Loeffler, who also co-owns WNBA franchise The Atlanta Dream, is still out there tripping, y'all. She fears that the WNBA's public support for the Black Lives Matter movement could drive some fans away. A lot of the players have called on the league to force her out as the co-owner of the Atlanta Dream. She said, listen, I ain't going nowhere. I'm here to stay. Last but not least, man, 59 NFL players tested positive for COVID-19. The league expects hundreds more to come down the line over the next few days. I've been saying it. There will not be an NFL season this season, in my opinion. Go.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, y'all. Rick's About the Morning Show, 28 minutes after the hour. What up, Brett?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brett Tat Tat, and this is the Hot Spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. All right, y'all, let's get off into this thing. 50 done hopped on social media to troll Kanye West over his since-deleted tweets about divorcing his wife, Kim Kardashian. Kanye West said, I've been trying to get a divorce since Kim met with Meek at the Waldorf for prison reform. This is what he wrote on Twitter. And, 50 Cent couldn't help it. He said, oh, man, fool, you said you almost killed your daughter? He said, you know what? Sit yourself down. Happy wife, happy life. So it seems like, everybody's jumping in on it. But Ye also was targeting his wife, his mother-in-law, and many others. He said, my man Meek was respectful. That's my dog. But Kim was out of line. And then he took shots at Kris Jenner, calling her Kris Jong-un, though he never explained first. Sorry, he accused her the night before of masterminding the release of Kim's sex tape, which she still has strongly denied. Like, he's coming from left and right with all kind of crazy stuff, old stuff, new stuff he's probably been holding on to.
It's like a drunk mind. He's speaking all this stuff that he's been holding back that he wanted to say all along, honey. That's what that is. She did release that tape.
They said it was scattered references all over the place. Then he said at one point, Lil Baby, my favorite rapper, but won't do a song with me. And he claims he worth billions. He said, I'm worth $5 billion more now and more than that in Christ. But y'all ain't listening to MJ. And now y'all want to believe him? It's just like it's all over the place. So
wait a minute, MJ?
Michael Jackson, referring to Michael Jackson.
Oh, wow.
But you went from Kim's mother to the sex tape to the $5 billion. I think it's just scattered references that just come out of nowhere.
Serious psychiatric intervention.
Yeah, it does.
I feel so sad for him because
it's not even funny.
Sad because he's going through something. He doesn't have his mom. He's really obviously going through something, and he's crying out for help. And I feel like people are making a mockery of it versus like Dave Chappelle, who really went to check on him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it don't do nobody no good if he's not admitted, and they can get him on the right medication to get him balanced. You know what I'm saying? Because what if he hurt himself or whatever? And this is what we've been talking about on this show since we started. Mm-hmm. Getting people help and therapy. Sometimes, like when his mother died, he kept working. He never stopped. He never really grieved. Sometimes we all do it. We bury ourselves in our work and just keep moving. And Lord, all time heals all wounds. the Lord gonna work it out. Jesus gonna fix it. And all that stuff, and then as soon as you go through some people sending you all of these Bible scriptures, and that is not the answer to mental health. And people have to go and sit down with a therapist and break the generational curse of not going, sitting down, talking to a professional. It don't mean you crazy. You crazy if you think that you're gonna figure out all this stuff that you never been through yourself and get through it yourself. That's crazy. But getting help is not crazy. So we need to break that generational curse.
That's right.
You're right.
That is so true. All right, y'all, moving on. Rapper T.I., our homeboy T.I., recently responded to allegations that he was a snitch for appearing in a Crime Stoppers ad. He was quick to point out the fact that if he did find himself in trouble again, he would not hesitate to agree to do another commercial. He said, I'm not willing to tell on nobody. I'm not willing to risk dollars in my career, but to keep from doing the drop, to keep from having to tell on somebody and do a drop, he said, I'm going to do that every time. I'm going to do a commercial, a drop. If I catch another case, you can expect another commercial. And then when the host laughed, he said, listen, bro, I don't have anger or regret or anything. I don't feel guilty or bad about it. I ain't put nobody in jail ever. And if it's a difference between me telling on somebody in a commercial, I'm going to take the commercial every time. So I ain't mad at him for that. I do a commercial too instead of having to snitch on somebody. We just didn't grow up like that. We ain't built like that. All right, y'all, I'm going to go. Oh, let me tell you about the Timberland and Swiss Beats thing. Who doing the thing this weekend, y'all? DMX and Snoop Dogg. Yep.
Yeah.
Ain't it tonight? It's July 22nd. It's tonight.
Ooh, wait. Come on,
Snoop Dogg and DMX tonight, y'all. Check it out on Versus. It's on Apple Music too. Timberland and Swiss Beats did ink a deal for that series. You can catch it on Apple Music or Beats One, or on the Versus, how we watch it. I think still on Instagram. All right, y'all. Coming up next, we got Chef Kurt Boudreaux with them quarantine cuisines, and we got the praise mixed down with the White Stone. The time now is 27 minutes before the top of the hour, y'all. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is about that time. We got quarantine cooking with the one and only Chef Kurt Boudreaux. What up, Kurt? Hey, Kurt, well, I'm feeling good this morning. I've had some fresh percolated coffee right out of the pot you had to boil it.
Yeah.
Fresh percolated. When the coffee go up the little tool and pop up in that little glass, man, that's what I've had. I am on 10 right now. Kurt, what are you cooking? I'm happy.
It's time for the percolator. Okay. Oh, I got in the mood, man. You putting it on there, Rick. I had the beat going for you and everything. But anyway, man, I tried this. Eva, I got
yes,
to tell you, I was looking at that video the other day. She went on Facebook with that roasted chicken.
Yes, sir.
Boy, I had to do it last night. I had to do it.
You did it, Kurt?
Boy, I got a video for it. Y'all gonna watch it this morning?
So
how did you make it?
So the video you did was Eva's roasted chicken.
You damn Skippy. Boy, I used that seasoning. Eva was like, don't be trying to season the bottom. You ain't gotta season the bottom. Everything gonna drip to the bottom.
It is.
Right.
Boy, that was good eating right there. But I was like, even though this ain't my recipe, this still good eating.
What is
Y'all going to bleep that. Y'all going to bleep that. I'm sorry.
But Kurt, the key is in the stuffing. Because if you stuff the chicken, then it's going to make natural juices and it's going to make flavor beyond what you did. So you don't have to season the bottom.
So what did you stuff the chicken with, Eva?
So you stuff the chicken. You really just see what vegetables you have in the kitchen. But if you have time to go to the grocery store, pick up some carrots, some celery, and onion. That's all you need.
That is a mirepoix in French.
What he said.
With some fresh thyme. Oh, man.
And Eva, what did you sprinkle on the outside?
So on the outside, I did what Boudreaux does. I usually season. You know how you pick up your seasoning and you put that on your chicken and you get your next one. So instead of doing that, I got a container and I put a few teaspoons of each seasoning in there and mixed it up. And then I cleaned my chicken off. I rubbed olive oil on it, and then I put the seasoning on top of the olive oil, which allows the outside of your chicken to get like that crispy. You know, that skin we like.
Yeah.
But shouldn't the cleaning have been first on the chicken?
Well, yeah, you got to clean your chicken off now, and you got to make sure there's no gizzards in the inside.
Livers or none of that.
You got to check for the gizzards. Now, if there are some gizzards, you can use that for the gravy.
You got to check for the organs.
So how can we find the video?
Oh man, you can find the video on Rickey Smiley Official. You can also follow your boy on Facebook at Boudreaux's Catering, and on Instagram, Chef_Boudreaux1.
And this is Eva's chicken recipe.
All day, every day.
There it is, man. Y'all give it up. Chef Kurt Boudreaux. Chef Kurt. Shut up, Gary. Shut up.